Hey, it's your girl Claudia Jordan. We're here to spill the tea and break down the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. So sit back, relax, and get ready to sip on this hot tea. Please welcome Al Reynolds. What's up, Al?
What's going on, Claudia? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. Did you have a good weekend?
What did I do this week? Oh, yeah. It was pretty interesting. Laid low here in Los Angeles. And then just enjoyed Los Angeles stuff.
How's the weather out there? Is it cold?
Well, actually, it gets chilly at night, but the weather this weekend was really, really nice. Like we were able to let the roof down. Is the roof? What do you call that thing? We were able to let the convertible down and ride around with the convertible down.
Okay. I'm here in Texas. It was really, really cold. I did podcasts with my friends and we did photo shoots and it was freezing cold, but Texas weather's like that. It'll be 37 degrees. And then 2 days later, today, I think it was like 71 degrees. So it's like, it's all over the place. So yeah. Are you drinking?
Who would think that Dallas would be this cold? Does it snow in Dallas?
Every couple of years it'll snow and it's like the end of the world. It's literally like Armageddon. Like the road shut down. There's no food. It's really, really bad. But they're not equipped for snow. But anyways, we are now equipped for our special guest co-host for the week, TV personality, chef, and star of Bravo's Married to Medicine. Welcome, Miss Quad. Hey, Miss Quad. We saw you.
Honey.
What's up, girl?
Hey, baby, how are you?
You look great. Welcome.
I'm hoping I look good for the people because it was a thing today to get me in this chair. I'll tell you that.
We know how it feels. So, we're going to jump into it. So welcome. Thank you for being here. You're going to be with us all week. We really appreciate it. Are you drinking on anything tonight?
Water, some good old H2O. Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to let it slide because it's Monday. But by the end of the week, we're going to need you to have a drink with us because that's that's what we do, right, Al?
That's right.
Are you drinking
What's
tonight?
going on, Quad?
What's up, Al? How are you, baby? I'm not seeing you so long. It's so good to see you. I think the last time I was here, you were away. I think I actually probably was filling in for you.
Probably so. Yep, it's been a minute. That's my dance partner right there. We tore it up at Cynthia's wedding.
We will drop it low. Do not spread it wide. We will drop it low.
All right. Well, good to have you here. So are you excited to be here for the week?
Almost certainly. I adore the show. I love the show. I think you guys are super smart and uberly hilarious. So I'm like, this is a good fit for me.
All right. Welcome.
Well, before we get into some topics, we'd like to get some tea from you, Miss Quad, because, you're in the headlines as well now. Now, you've had quite the journey on the season of Married to Medicine. You really have. So what's your take on how the other cast members treated you on this season? And will their actions play a part in your decision to go back next season or not?
Their actions most certainly would. Will play a big part in if I return. And no, I did not like the way that I was treated. I don't think anyone liked the way that, when they saw how I was treated, no one liked to see that. That was awful. I can't even try to clean it up or make it more politically correct or, put a bow on it or anything. It was awful. I mean, there's nothing else that I can say. I felt horrible about it. I felt sad, humiliated. Listen, I've been a part of the show and a part of the team since the conception of the show. And, to treat an OG like that was just mind blowing to me, honey. Pushed my wig all the way back for months. For months, to be honest with you. So, hoping that, we'll get to come to some resolve with the reunion. Some apologies will be issued and offered and received.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. You just filmed the season reunion. So is there any tea you can kind of give to us here at TGIF or any hints you can drop, any little nuggets?
Surprises. Lots of surprises. Lots and lots of surprises.
Did anyone get up out of their
chair? Come on, Quad. We need more than that. Who's surprising? Like, come on, give us some. Who gets into it? Like, Who are you really mad at and probably won't be able to get over until time passes?
I think Al, which is a great question. I think I'm more disappointed than anything. And I just basically spilled my heart out to you in terms of why I was disappointed. Like I just would have never thought that I would have been treated the way that I was treated, given the contributions over 10 years that I offered to the show. And I enjoy the show. I want the show to do well. I push for the show to get recognition, and which we deserve to have. And I think that we finally see it kind of unfolding, but damn, it's negative. You know what I mean? It's kind of been, I just don't think that what happened in Napa was indicative to who we are as a group of women. You know what I mean? And I think that if given the opportunity, I'm hoping that some people would have done things a lot differently. Because I know even myself with the whole resurrection thing, I would have done that differently if I knew that it was about us having true, meaningful conversations and real heart to hearts. You know what I mean? But when I basically, when Phaedra and I decided to do the whole resurrection thing, for me, it was said that this is going to be the episode that's going to come on after the holiday season. So we need something big. We need to get the eyes back on the show. So baby, I done crawled up in the casket and the girls were trying to give me an early death sentence anyway. So I crawled to the casket, but not knowing that it was actually going to be mid-season, and most certainly not knowing that they were going to utilize that to kind of push me off the show in episodes 6 and 7, which was quite disheartening for me. And, it was tough because I had, like, some of the ladies and I had regained our relationships, like we were working on them and things were going well. And then you know how it is, Claudia, you've been in this seat before. When you see it again on television, it's like, damn, they really just dogged me.
It brings it all back. You might be over something, then it brings it all back. But you know what? We are going to have you all week. So we're going to probably ask you for a little something every single day. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I hope it works out for you. I really do. I know it must be tough to, to see things go left like that when you're part of it from the beginning.
It's not easy.
We'll have to take another trip to Ghana and get over it over some jollof or some alcohol.
I actually just came back from Ghana recently. I went to Ghana, Nigeria, and also Paris.
I'm jealous. I love it over there. All right, so let's get into the show. Megan Thee Stallion has social media in shambles over the weekend after she dropped her newest diss track, Hiss. Megan did not reveal any names, but the digital investigators assume that she's referencing Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, when she said, "These bleeps don't be mad at Megan, they be mad at Megan's Law." And for those who don't know, Megan's Law provides information on registered sex offenders so that members of the public can better protect themselves and their families. This had social media going all weekend long. What are your thoughts on Megan's song? Al, let's go to you first.
Hey, let me tell you something. I come from the era, and so do you, Claudia, where diss tracks are how it goes down. You remember the Tupac Hit 'Em Up diss track on Mobb Deep? You remember when Biggie and DMX and also Tupac used to go back and forth? That's how I'm used to artists handling and talking crap about each other and handling their beefs, not on social media. So I kind of like a good diss track. This diss track right here, it was great. It was a great job. She can rap her butt off. She's extremely talented. She's a beautiful woman. So this one kind of made sense, and I thought it was clever. The Megan's Law, which, is the law where sex offenders have to register. She didn't mention no names, but she did throw the shade. This is the type of diss track I like listening to. Great job, Megan.
All right, Quad, did you agree? How do you feel about it? What'd you think?
Well, negativity breeds ratings, and she's definitely got all of our attention. She most certainly got Nicki Minaj's attention, hence Bigfoot. Now, I don't know if a lot of people are really vibing with that. Now, I had an opportunity to hear one time earlier today. There were some bars in there, but there were a lot of times where it's just empty air, and I hate that because I really like Nicki. But I got to tell you, Megan, so baby,
she did that.
She did. I mean, well, listen, I am a music connoisseur, a music lover. I love both of the ladies as artists. I just don't know how it got this bad where someone can easily poke fun at someone, having a parent who has passed on. I don't take that lightly. I don't think that death should be used as a source of entertainment on any scale. And so that kind of lost me. I got that kind of put me off a little bit. when I think there was a bar in Nicki's, Nicki said something along the line of, you lied on your, listen, I don't even want to repeat it. I don't want to repeat
Right.
it.
She said something about digging up her dead mother and apologizing to her mother. And Nikki, I want to say this to you, Nikki, you're better than that. You're
She
more
is.
clever than that. And you have been on tracks with Monster, Kanye and Jay-Z, where you outshined everyone. You do not have to go this low, but you have been lately. Nikki, I don't know what this obsession is with other females coming in the game. I think this could be the most powerful tour ever if all the main people in hip hop right now are women. We don't really hear many men dropping music now. It's all about the women. Imagine if they could come together on some Supergirl power tour, but this will never happen with this kind of stuff. Once you talk about someone's dead mama and digging them up out of the grave, I thought she sounded unhinged. I thought that one bar that Megan didn't have a name on it, it really hurt her, and it really showed her vulnerability, and it showed how much she's affected. These women had a song together. They used to be cool until Megan did a song with Cardi. I'm like, who cares? That's like reality TV quad, right? People get mad at you because you do a scene with someone you got to do a scene with, that you are booked to do a scene with. Now they hate you. You're like, I just want to work.
It still is just being confident in your relationship that you have with that person, and understanding this is a money game. This is not a personal game. The way they did me was horrible, but it's really, when I stop and I put my business hat on, it's a money game. So if they were led to or told to do something like that, now I probably would have been like, nah, that's just too low down and dirty. I can't do it like that. But I do understand the money game. I just did not like to see Nicki in this position. You know what it did to Nicki? Nicki is so big and so powerful. She's a real monster and a real beast when it comes down to music. It really shrunk her. And I didn't
Especially on the heels of this album. The Pink Print 2 is killing it right now. You're breaking all kinds of records. You don't need to do this. And Megan's acting like the superstar, the way she's just not responding. She's just like, I said what I said. We have a lot of comments.
Megan is paying it all dust, honey. She's paying it dust.
And she looks amazing. Empire TV said Nicki flopped on her diss track big time, and it's not a good look for her. Sunny Bloom said, oh shit, that's why Nicki mad. Don't play with Megan, please. Baby is smart, college grad. Vanessa said, I don't care, love both girls. Plus, it does bring the spotlight to the talent. Bring the diss. And Antoinette Johnson said, Megan emptied the clip on Nicki Minaj. She understood the assignment. Well, I don't think this is over by any stretch of the imagination, so I'm sure we'll be covering more this week. Just a reminder, in 1995, Kenneth Petty pleaded guilty to attempted rape and was mandated to register as a sex offender in his state of residence whenever he moves. All right, moving on. Speaking of diss tracks, Nicki Minaj, she in fact did drop her response to Megan Thee Stallion in her newly released single, Bigfoot. Nicki said, how you bleep your mother, man, when she died? How you go on Gayle King and can't cry? Child by Bigfoot. But you're still a small fry. Swearing on your dead mother when you lied. No. You know the lady from what's that movie? When the lady's like, no, okay, I can't think of the movie right now. But anyways, most of social media thought it was a flop. But according to Nicki, she's planning to release 4 more tracks aimed at Megan. This is giving very much bothered. What are your thoughts? Do you think it's out of line? We kind of already touched upon it about the mom, but let's just get into the mother part. Go ahead, Quad.
Don't do it. I don't even think she needs to drop another. I'm serious. I don't think she needs to drop another sneak diss, none of that. Like, just leave it where it is, Nicki. Nicki, it wasn't right, baby. It was not right. And I like you. I adore you. Listen, I think you're uberly talented. Please, let's let the dead rest in peace. I have had three of my family members between June and now pass away, and it's just a very, very, very sensitive area for me. And I don't want that. I don't want to see Nicki stoop so low. It's beneath.
Especially on the heels of her own father passing away recently, which is super sad. We all mourn for Nicki when we were all feeling for her when she lost her dad recently. So, let's not get into that. We don't want to go there. That's bad. Al, real quick, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. She definitely doesn't want Megan to dig in the crates, because not only did, Nicki lose her father, but wasn't it her brother? Wasn't it her brother who is also in jail now for raping his stepdaughter?
11
So
more years.
she really don't want to unleash that. She really doesn't want Megan to go in her crates and pull out family stuff. I agree with both you and Quiet. You really should not bring in dead parents. Or, those are one of the things that you just leave out of bounds. It's just like with kids and the elderly. You're supposed to leave that out of bounds. And if she's going to continue to do that on the next 4 diss tracks, then I'm not interested in hearing it. And I'm not interested in hearing it if it sounds anything like this one. And I know the Barbs are going to get mad at me, but they've got to agree. The song just was lackluster at best. Charlamagne said it on Breakfast Club. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club for using my soundbite from here, TGIF, when Claudia and I were talking about Just Hilarious getting that 3rd seat. Shout out to you guys. But back to what I was saying. It's just classless and it's tacky and it's like below the belt. And once you start, playing below the belt, then you're going to lose the respect of everyone that really loves you. And you're the best in the game these days. So I don't know why you're stooping this low.
Not the way she's acting. She's acting like she's second best in the game, and Megan got her press. All right, keep it locked because coming up next, 50 Cent is still harassing Tia Marie. And later we have your T fact of the day. We'll be right back.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slave, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox Soul.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. All right, it's been almost 6 years, and 50 Cent is still attempting to collect $50,000 from Tia Marie. Now, apparently, the rapper thinks that Tia is hiding her funds in Sacramento County, so he's decided to file a writ of execution in that area. Do you think 50 Cent should let it go? Now, just a reminder, the lawsuit stems back to 2018 when 50 Cent posted a screenshot of Tia Marie's sex tape with her ex-boyfriend, Akbar Abdul, on social media. Al, what do you think about this?
Well, this started out as a $20,000 fine, but now it's $50,000. We know 50 Cent really doesn't need the money. So what is he actually doing here? I think he's just holding strong to this idea that he's going to teach her a lesson. He's not going to let it go. She already has been issued a default judgment. And if you can't get the money, and if you can't go after property or her assets, then what is he going to do? So as far as the action that he's taking, it's the best action to take to keep trying to get the money. But like you said, it's been 5 or 6 years. I don't understand why he just won't let this go at this point, because all of these filings, all of these law bills, I'm sure that's going to equal more than the initial amount that he owes her or that she owed him by the time he finishes with this. So clearly this is all about a lesson to be learned or something. It's not about him needing the money.
All right, Quad, what are your thoughts?
I echo the same sentiments. Let me tell you something. Lady 50 alone, honey. Y'all just let 50 be. That is a man that you just don't want to go up against, period. 50 has the longevity of Father Time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go and go and go. And honestly, we all know that he does not need the money. It's not about the money. As you said earlier, Al, for sure, his attorney fees far surpasses $50,000.
Yeah.
It's just, I just think he's just not the one to just be toyed with when it comes down to trying to play him on any levels. He has an infinite passion for seeing to it that you get what's coming to you.
So, Claudia, this speaks to a bigger issue here, and I'm sure you're familiar with this as well. Usually when you get this type of judgment, they go straight for your bank accounts. And then if they don't get it out of your bank accounts, they go to the property that you own. So is it safe to say that maybe Tierra Marie may not have anything in her bank account or any property for him to go after? Is that why this is taking so long?
Or she's smart and has it in a trust or in an LLC that can't be traced back to her. I will say this, 50 Cent definitely is a man of principle, I think, although he's petty, but it usually stems from him being, in the right. I don't think he just makes up stuff. I will say this, though. I thought he was going to lay off of her because allegedly there's been a lot of chatter about another victim of Diddy from years past and that other unnamed woman allegedly being Tierra Marie. And there's some really strong allegations that they're saying, now I'm going to keep saying allegedly, that there's a celebrity victim, possibly, let me say possibly, allegedly. So she may be coming to some money soon if that is in fact the case. I thought he was going to let it go because there was a couple of weeks ago, 50 was like, you know what, I apologize to anybody I've ever had issues with. I kind of want to squash it. And I was like, and then that was the same time that story came out. So I was like, wow, maybe he caught wind of, wow, this woman that I've been kind of like having my foot on her neck has an issue with one of my arch nemesis. So if this is indeed true, things may be changing for Tierra in the near future. I hope she wasn't the other victim, but the streets are really saying that she is someone that is in the mix and involved, another person involved, allegedly, possibly in that story. So we will definitely keep y'all posted. Ansel D'Angelo said 50 is harassing Tierra just to torture her at this point. He's too damn grown for this. And Lady T said he's coming off as a bully, just let it go. I understand if someone owes you money, though. I do. But there's a payment plan you can work out with someone. Clearly, she doesn't have $50,000 laying around. A lot of people don't. Most people in America do not. So we shall see, y'all. Oh, no. But catch that, too. Halle Bailey is tired of the trolls attacking her for keeping her pregnancy private. A fan tweeted, I don't think people are mad she hid her pregnancy. People are more so annoyed that she went out of her way to lie and gaslight about it. Halle replied and wrote, I'll never understand why you are mad. I protected my own peace. Wouldn't you do the same? And I'm going to share my pics now if I want to, because my son is here safely. Now, if you don't want to see it, just keep scrolling, baby. LOL. God bless you. What are your thoughts, Quad? Let's go to you first.
I mean, our society, we've just gotten so into everyone else's business that for real, it's just like there's no such thing as privacy anymore. They want to know who you're sleeping with, who you went to the grocery store with earlier, what's your blood type, your social security number. Like, it's just like, can we just have anything? Like, I personally feel if she did not want to share that she was pregnant, then she's within realm to not want to share that. It is her life. No one is going to give her any coins to buy a pacifier or a case of diapers. They're just not. They're not all little infant meal if she can't get the breast milk coming out. I'm just simply saying, I think we actually need to go back to a time where we truly did respect people's privacy.
That's right. Okay, Al, what do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good, Claude. But I think what happens is once you open the door to let them in, you can't then all of a sudden say, okay, everybody, I want to close the door. I don't want to let you in anymore. And I feel like when it comes to pregnancy, that is the one time that you can claim some of your privacy back. But I feel like with the flip-flop in here, and listen, everybody on this show knows that I love a good old Black love story. They were young. DDG is doing his thing in his way. She obviously obviously is exploding. And we do know that she's at Disney, so she's got to protect that as well. Her brand, her money, her pocketbook. I totally get it. But at this point for me, Quad, this has just become corny. It's not fun anymore. It's not captivating. It's not interesting. I'm not following a love story. The conversation has gotten annoying to me because it's almost like she's like, okay, now that I have gotten past hiding my pregnancy for whatever reason, and you have the right to hide your pregnancy, now I want everybody to bask in the the welcoming of my child. Well, we feel weird. We feel like you took us out of a part of the process. And since you took us out of a part of the process, now you want us to love him and celebrate you. And it just feels like it's not an even give and take as a fan. That's just my point of view now.
Well, Al, here's the tea. She wasn't trying to captivate the people. She was not. She was hiding her pregnancy. And we don't know why she was hiding it. For all we know is that she needed to hear from Disney first. Okay? She needed to see how they were going to respond to her now being with child when that is such a family-oriented and a family-based name.
When I say captivate, I meant their relationship, because she shared her relationship, even though many people felt that he wasn't good for her. She didn't care. She said, I don't care. This is my man and I'm sticking with him. She's like, that's my man and I'm sticking with him. And I like that type of stuff because it's like, yo, I don't care what you got to say about my dude. You may think he's toxic, but he's holding me down. That was captivating to me. It was young Black love, two young, under 25, successful, making millions, both of them. I was captivated. But now I'm kind of, you guys are doing too much.
I'm going to piggyback off of what Quad said. It is none of our business. Like, this entitlement is crazy to me, especially for men that will never be pregnant. Yo, we don't have to. That kid can be 3 if she wants to tell us then. I don't know if you know, again, miscarriages, birth defects, there's a whole Disney. There's a lot of reasons why she does not have to tell us anything. She can share some of her relationship and then pull back, just like you can. There's a lot of, you can change your mind. You have the right to change your mind. And I think we've gotten so spoiled with celebrities that give us business that we think it's a direct pipeline. And once you start sharing, you can't stop on us. How dare you stop telling us your business? And then we get mad when they overshare. Like, we're never happy.
Oh no, we're happy. Come on.
Hell no, we're not.
We just don't like the wishy-washy stuff. We don't like when we feel like we're being deceived about something. I think that's when, and that's a consensus. That's when you feel and see people turn against you. That's when you see and feel people who once liked and loved your pictures now have a comment about something you're doing wrong. And that's okay. And you're right. I said it before. She doesn't have to share pregnancy. That's one I think is you don't have to. But come on, it is what it is. And that's why it's looking like she's out. That's why we're talking about her.
But does she not?
Like people are trolling her.
But does she have the right to not share it, or does she not? Because it's like it should.
Yeah, I said it at the top of my conversation. She has a right, especially with any woman who has a pregnancy going on. She has a right not to share. I'm just saying, don't be upset when because you didn't share one portion. Now that you want to share, we're all looking at you side eye. I think that's logical.
We are not all.
My eyes are straight on, honey. My eyes are down.
I'm looking at them side eye.
But you're okay. So you're 30% of this, right? 33% of this. The 66 that are not. I will say this: if you think about it, Al and Quad, I think you see this. She never really was putting anything in our face. It was her boyfriend that was catching her in the background of his lives. She was never the one that was really pushing it down our throat. It was him. So if you're gonna be mad at anyone, be annoyed with him, because I think she stayed on code. It was him that he was catching, and that's the conversation to be had about him. I think, handled it right. We have some comments, Angels.
What do we think about that? Do you think that he was trying to kind of get those little snippets in there just to get a little clout himself, or was he really that elated and that happy and he just wanted to just share that with the world? Like, what was that about? Was that a little clout chasing, or was that like, I'm very happy, I'm elated, she's with child? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little both. He got this beautiful woman that's so successful. That's his child's mom. That's a proud woman to be with. And maybe it's a little bit of both. I don't know him to know his vibe. Yeah. Here for Fun said, funny enough, DDG exposed the pregnancy. That's how we knew. And Chris Hoop said, I think people weren't mad that she didn't say it. They were mad that they played in people's faces if they weren't dumb and cussed them out. Well, I still stick by it. It's your choice. especially with that Disney bag. Especially with that Disney bag. All right, y'all, moving on. Speaking of babies, 80-year-old actor Robert De Niro welcomes a new child. The actor posted a photo with his newborn and wrote, "Everything that I'm consumed with or worried about just goes away when I look at her. So that in itself is wondrous." How do you feel about Robert embracing a new baby at his big age, Al?
Well, I can't say anything negative about the birth of a child. That's like pretty amazing, even at 80 years old. The one thing that I always have in my head, though, about Robert De Niro, he always comes across as this hard guy, like the Mr., and nothing affects me. So I really enjoyed his transparency and his vulnerability in the pictures. He looks like, I still got it. I made another one. And hopefully it's with someone that he loves. I like the story. I like the story because I just like seeing men being vulnerable and real and transparent when it comes to their feelings, especially at this age, especially when it comes from a star this big. Now, the messy side of me, now that's a whole nother story. The messy side of me is I want to know how she got enough sperm out of that 80-year-old man to get a baby. Like, honestly, how do they have sex? Now, I'm not even trying to be vulgar or nasty, but
what do you mean? How do they have sex? She probably sits on top of him. What do you mean?
Everyone's using Viagra. Even 30-year-olds are using Viagra.
But he's 80. If you use too much Viagra, Viagra increases your heart rate. I'm just afraid it might kill him.
You get migraines. I know that because I had an ex that needed it. It didn't even work. Matters worse. He always had a headache and was grouchy all the time. I'm like, okay, drink some water. We don't have to have sex. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Lord, poor thing. But in this case, we see that, he didn't have, an over-exaggerated heart rate, and he has a beautiful daughter. This just tells us with men, scientifically speaking, medically speaking, we all know that men, they don't have a time clock. That's more like for myself and Claudia, and, for the ladies. So this is just a prime example that no matter how old a man is, he's still viable enough to be able to procreate if he gets a young enough woman or a woman who has some viable eggs. So
he ain't breaking her back off. Is what y'all telling me to get that? You don't see that? You don't see that?
No, he's not blowing her back out at all. What I'm thinking is that she's just having a nice little seat, maybe a one or two little wheels, and that's about the size.
Put a little swing and a sway, and pull it right on out. You know good and well that man at that age, that should be dust. She gonna have to mix that with some water.
Well, it clearly worked. I think the biggest gag of this entire story is that the baby ain't black. Because Robert De Niro loved him some chocolate. That might be his. Is that his first non-black baby? Like he likes black people, like black women.
What wasn't his ex-wife?
Yeah.
Claudia, you better go over there.
Why? What is my 50-year-old egg gonna do with that 80-year-old sperm? Now that will be some dust coming out of both of us. All right, keep it alive.
Just add water, baby. Just add water.
We need some holy water. Keep it alive because coming up next, find out why a troll is attacking Russell Wilson. They always bother this man. And later we have your tea fact of the day. We'll be right back.
Welcome inside the black box.
So you guys ready to have some fun?
Forget the acting studio. I'm here with you guys.
Creativity will find its way. It doesn't matter what the ethnicity is.
Television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes.
Just because we all have the same color don't mean we have the same experience.
Your uniqueness is your greatness.
Welcome inside the black box.
Every Monday on Fox Soul.
Scene 103, take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yes. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. Love you, man. Love you too.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then it's unhappy.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. All right, y'all, listen, we always try to give y'all some tidbits to help your life be a little bit easier. And, tonight is no exception. I've often spoken about my struggles with weight loss, especially at my age. And let me tell you something, the battle just keeps going. It just keeps on going. So let's get into this. Juice cleansers, soup, diets, keto, hours of cardio. If the cycle sounds familiar to you, there's a better, more sustainable way to lose weight. The Row Body program pairs a weekly shot with healthy lifestyle changes so you can lose 15 to 20% of your weight in a year on an average and actually keep it off. Now, over 200,000 people have already chosen Row to help them lose weight. The Row Body program members have support throughout the process. Now, Row's partner handles all the insurance paperwork to help get medication covered. Now, if eligible for medication, patients have access to their provider on demand for any questions. Now, you can sign up online from the comfort of your own home. This means no scheduling a doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. Average weight loss is 15 to 20% in 1 year with a healthy lifestyle change, and BMI and other eligibility criteria apply. Now go to row.com/T, sign up today, and you'll pay just $99 for your first month and $145 a month after that. Medication costs are separate. Now that's ro.co/T. That's ro.co/T. Listen, again, I'm always trying to find a way to lose this weight, especially after turning 50. Al, we're close in age. I know we hitting that age, that time now where it's not as easy. What do you think?
Yeah, no, and then couple that with living in Hollywood where everyone's a size 0 and 2 and 30 and 32 for men. I'm like, if I can take a weekly shot to lose weight and keep it off, sign me up, Claudia. Be sure to tell me, what is it again? What's the discount code?
T. It's always T.
T. All right. Well, I'm definitely down for this because I got a good about 20 that I need to drop.
Any shortcuts I can get, I am taking it, and they gonna work. All right, promotion consideration furnished by Row Body. Now let's get back to some more topics. All right, y'all. A troll on social media seems a bit upset after Russell Wilson posted a photo of his stepson with Future Jr. with the caption "Forever." The troll tweeted, "If Russell Wilson caught Sierra getting bleeped in his bed, do you think he would still be this figure in Little Future's life? Why are you letting temporary fickle situations confuse my son? She's tripping." What are your thoughts on these trolls once again hating on Russell's approach to fatherhood and family? Al, what do you think?
You know what it is? It's the sad point is we're not used to seeing a good man. We're not used to seeing a good black man. We're not used to seeing a good black man that's a father. And to add another layer to that, we're not just seeing a good man that's a black man that's a stepfather. Everything about this post, I love it. This is what proper co-parenting is supposed to look like. This is what being a step-parent is supposed to look like. This type of unconditional love is something that Sierra better get on her knees and thank God that she got her a good black man that treats her other kids the same, if not equal, as the one she created with this man. I love it. I liked everything about. I like the fact that Russell is so unapologetic about his stepfatherhood and that he's going to love this kid as if it's his own, if he's a black man and he's going to influence another black boy. This to me gets 2 thumbs up. And to be honest, I think it's a problem when I see in the media more pictures of Russell with his stepson than Future with his son. Russell, keep up the good work. I give you all thumbs up on this. Continue to teach us how to be a better Black man, a better Black father, a better Black role model in our community. Thank you.
Key Time said the trolls need to shut the hell up. And Plain Jane said he lives with that man. What the F is wrong with y'all? Kawhi, what do you think about this? The trolls coming for Russell?
Here for them. I am not here for them, not at all, honey. I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm not gonna put it on layaway. It is a mess. And why do you have to introduce a horrible situation like, oh, what if they got caught in the bedroom and all of that? Those people have a very blissful and happy marriage. I would love if I had a child and it didn't work out with my ex-husband or boyfriend or whomever I have a child with, and then I meet someone else on the line and they take up with my child as much as I do. Like, that is what we're all striving for. Why does it always have to be some point of contention? People got to stop with their mess.
It's contention.
All the trolls need to go to therapy.
So many people are just jealous, and they just can't believe that someone could be good looking, successful, wealthy, rich, faithful, and actually a good dad and really mean it. Like, people always got to, oh yeah, but they did this. Or, oh, it can't really be that perfect. Or he's corny because he's this. No, he's not. Y'all ain't used to shit. You're used to your dysfunctional lives. You have this lack of a father figure in your life. Your absentee father or baby daddy or lack of a man or whatever. So you just come for this man. And then these men that come for Russell, I've never understood it. Well, yes, I have. You are jealous that your life didn't work out because half y'all still sound like Al Bundy back in high school when I threw 4 touchdowns. And this man is still doing it in his 30s and making a lot of money doing it, like one of the highest contracts ever. Do you see how happy little baby Future looks when he is with his stepdad? That little kid is glowing and he's been loved properly. At least I can say by his stepdad. I don't know what Future over there doing, but at least I can say I know for a fact that Russell is definitely loving on his stepson. And his mama is so grateful as well. What do you say, Kwab?
You can tell it's a genuine love.
Right.
Put on. It's not, okay, let's get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's not that. It's a genuine love. And we need to start normalizing that. That's what we need to mimic ourselves behind. We need to stop, oh, well, we're not together no more, so we don't talk. Or, when he left me, he left the children too. Why does it have to be that way? You know what I mean? And why does it have to be, if another person enters into the children's lives, that they cannot love the kid as if that was their very own? Hell, I don't have biological children myself, but I've taken care of a multitude of them. Excuse me. And I love them as if they were my very own.
Key Webb said a lot of Black men are jealous of the quality Black men. And I had a rant about this before, about why does he get so much hate? He bothers absolutely nobody. And they wanted to bring him down. And it's like knock him off a peg a little bit, knock him down a little bit. Anyways, whatever. We got your back, Russell. Keep it locked, because coming up next, we have your Tea Fact of the Day. And later, Monica dropped a powerful message on social media. We'll be right back with that. We'll be right back.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slave, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox Soul.
When I got the opportunity to get her, there wasn't no choice. I told myself, I'm gonna take custody of my daughter. It's my baby. That's what we're supposed to do as men. Take care of our home, build a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Love, our money, she's my purpose. I'm here to walk with her, hold her hand until she can walk alone. Ain't nothing like being a father in this world.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
Welcome back to TGIF. All right, y'all, we can all agree that social media tends to resurface some of the most random facts in pop culture history. So it's only fair that we unpack those facts in our T fact of the day. All right, y'all, in honor of Grammy Week, tonight's T fact of the day is devoted to celebrating the first Black woman to ever win a Grammy, Ella Fitzgerald, and the first Black man to win a Grammy, Count Basie. Ella took home just 28 total awards for Best Jazz and Female Vocal Performances, and Count took home 2 awards for Best Jazz Group Performance and Best Performance by a Dance Band. Now, these 2 artists made history at the Recording Academy's inaugural award show on May 4th, 1959. What are your thoughts on this T fact of the day, Quad?
Love it. Love it. I mean, just inspirational all around, motivational. It just shows the power in our talent, in our skill set, and our strength across the board.
All right, Al, what do you think?
Totally agree. We got to remember that this wasn't just regular times. This was during the civil rights era that she really outperformed not only just Black artists, but also white artists and Latin artists too. Remember, civil rights was from 1954 to 1968, and there was segregation. She wasn't allowed to go in the front door when Dean Martin and everybody else went in the front door. She had to go in the back door. This was during discrimination, and through all of that, she still was the first Black woman in 58 or 59 to win a Grammy, something that they didn't even want to give her, but they had to. She was also the first woman to perform at the Grammys, which, oh my gosh, if segregation and discrimination wasn't good enough, she was the first woman to perform at the Grammys. And let's not forget, she was also the first female to ever receive the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Recording Academy. This woman has done things that only we would ever dream of at a time when we were not allowed. My hat goes off to the First Lady of Song, and congratulations for continuing to motivate many generations after all that you have done.
All right, and yeah, much respect, because it is hard in these streets, and guess what? Not a lot's changed. Not a lot's changed. They beat down those doors for us. All right, let's get back to some more topics. It's 2024, and Chrisean Rock is steadily trending on social media for all the wrong reasons. The reality star turned alleged rapper recently posted a video of her new face tattoo of her baby daddy, Blueface, with the caption, "Free my daddy. I love you, Papa." What are your thoughts on this madness? Al, let's go to you first on this one.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. To me, this feels very PR driven. We know that Blueface is locked up, so we don't hear about him and his antics, nor Chrisean, since he's been on lockdown. But Chrisean knows how to keep herself in a media rotation. She got a tattoo of him on her face so that the dialogue continues until he gets out. Now, I'm not mad at her, because this young lady right here, she knows how to hustle, and she knows how to hustle in this generation. We're talking about her here on TGIF. We'll be talking about her on the blogs for the next few days. But after this, Chrisean, what you gonna do, baby? Because the word on the street is Blueface is gonna be locked up at least until the summer, at least until July, August. So you better figure out a way to keep your name in rotation, because it's been quite light since he's been in lockup. So if I should give you a bit of advice, you and his mama, y'all need to call each other and create some type of fake beef and go back and forth until his son gets out of prison. Because other than that, what are you doing these days? You can't do your reality show.
Quad, is there ever a man on earth that would make you ever consider tattooing him anywhere in this vicinity, like anywhere in
Baby,
this.
nowhere on my body. Nowhere. I love the Lord. When I have given my life over to Christ, honey, when I was in the fourth grade, I still don't have his name tatted on me, okay? But I just say I'm not of that, because here's the thing. So much happens. When you're in your 20s, you may think a certain type of way. Then
Right.
when you are in your 40s and 60s, like, baby, do you really want to have this man on your face? And for the life of me, I don't even understand why she got it done now, because it seems like the people are always fighting and knucking if you bucking, and they're always into some type of turmoil with one another. This girl, I was fortunate enough to see a picture of her when she was way before the Blueface age, should I say. Oh, she was a cheerleader. She was beautiful. I mean, I was just like, wow, is that Chrisean? What the fuck happened? It's what happened in your life that it's just like a total night and day. It's like the polar opposite of who that little girl was in that cheerleading uniform, who was just looked to be like an all-American girl. I am not here for this. This is a big old mess right here. Like, I wish that someone could just get their hands on her and just love on her and just help her to see through a different lens and give her a different perspective on life. I honestly think that she's just lost. I really do.
You really think she's lost? Listen, when I did
Let me hop in here, Al. Let me hop in and say something too. I want to join this conversation. I'm praying the tattoo is fake. Please don't be real. You had a tattoo on your neck, or you have like 7 tattoos. You had it lasered off when he disrespected the hell out of you, was going back and forth with you and Jade and Alexis. He's in jail now. 6 months is at least he's in jail. I think this is a play to get more attention because she's having issues with Zeus. She turned down a deal. It was like 100,000. She wanted 150. So she's having issues with Zeus. So that train may have taken off. That ship may have sailed. This is someone that needs psychiatric help. This is someone that has had abuse in her life and toxic things happening. So when a toxic man comes along that gives you what feels like love, but it's not, it just reminds you of your trauma, you clamp onto it. And it's so sad. This girl is a pretty girl. Don't you think, Al? That's a pretty girl. Now she's taking that tooth out again and got the tattoo on her face.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. Why do they have to do tattoos? Why do they have to do face murals? I don't understand it. It's a raggedy mess to me. What I'm simply saying is, why can't we just lean on our own talent, the merits of your talent? Do you not believe that your talent is not enough? Like, I'm baffled.
I think it's because of the excessive attention that we've given her. And like I said before, depending on the person, fame is a drug. And when you get a taste of it and you get a taste of that attention, you get all those likes and all those comments, you want the next high at every turn. And because she has not been getting that high as much later, you know, according to what Claudia spilled the tea on with her relationship with Zeus, which basically blew her to the next stratosphere, she needs that attention. And this is getting her that. I don't find Chrisean to be psychotic, you know, need an evaluation or anything. I think that young lady is very calculated and very smart. If you look at her in her growing up age with her sister and running track and trying to get into Hollywood, she's a calculated young woman. She knows what she's doing and she knows how to keep us talking, because obviously we're covering it here tonight on TGIF.
She lost over 200,000 followers from getting, when she got that people like, I'm done. I'm tired of rooting for her, and people are running from her because it's giving, we tried, we were rooting for you. And I really was. All right, keep it locked, because coming up next, Monica dropped some gems for her followers. We'll be right back.
Scene 103, take 1.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
Can I hug you?
Yes. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you too.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Welcome back to TGIF. All right, y'all. Singer Monica came through with a message about the importance of writing for someone who has the potential to change and knowing when your time is up. Take a look.
So why would she be reach back and why would she be talking to him? Or why would she be encouraging him or at his shows or at his court dates? Because there is good in him. And maybe his mother didn't have the strength to tell him, but I do. And some people cannot be helped. This doesn't apply to every person, but I am going to stand up for those that are ready to make the changes in their life.
Do y'all agree with Monica's point? Let's go to you first, Al. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like everything she said is real. And remember, Monica's mother and her stepdad were preachers. That was the word right there she gave you right there. That to me was the spirit in her sharing with everybody on how it really goes down. I thought she said everything she said was right.
Well, what do you think?
I completely agree. I just think that as long as you're not exhausting energy and it is falling on deaf ears and it's not being reciprocated or you don't see any growth from it, then I think go for it. But the minute you see that it's going in one ear and out the other, honey, cut your losses.
I think that's admirable of her in these times where people are so quick to throw people away from one mistake. You know, people be mad at a text, a tweet, a tone, a accidental look up and down, and they think, oh, that she's coming for me, or he shaded me, or this or that. And they be ready to write someone off and be like, F them for life. And we don't really see that ride or die in friendships anymore, relationships. People are just quick. They get divorced super fast. They just like abandon each other. And I think everyone would want to have a Monica in their life that can still see the good in them, if there's good to be seen. You know, not everyone does have that. But, you know, she sees some good there, and there's nothing wrong with that. She knows them better than we do, right?
Exactly. The deal is you have to give a person an opportunity to grow. And if they're on that right track, I think as a decent person, you're supposed to help elevate them and get them where they're supposed to be. Absolutely.
AK24 said, my God didn't give me someone else's burden. And Ishbad should said, girl, take that cape off.
Oh, that's so sad.
You know, it's always the outsiders looking in, right? But the person that she's showing grace to probably appreciates her more than you can imagine. Like, somebody else left me. This woman still, you know what I mean?
Especially because he's a successful rapper, right? We're talking about the guy that's in prison.
Big Murder. I love
like,
Big Murder.
Wow, like, I don't know. That speaks volumes, I think, to her character, you know?
And being ride or die ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? That's why it makes him so special. I'm not ride or die in all situations.
Claudia said, what'd you say, Claudia, if they go to jail?
It's over. It's over for me. But I think that's dope for her. Like, it's over for me.
Dang, Claudia, you're so cold-hearted.
Al, I am 50.
You ain't got time to waste.
I got 10 good, maybe 15 popping summers left where I got some kind of shape. It's already starting to fail me already. I'm already starting to look like this. I'm not wasting time writing letters and doing JPay, whatever that stuff is.
Okay, but wait, let me ask this question. I mean, can you do both? Can you like hold somebody down in prison, you know, help them out because they, you know, you really care about them and still date?
If there's an understanding there, you have to have an understanding. And often a man may say, oh, you know, I know you're on the outside, I'm on the inside. So, you know, I'm not going to hold you back. You do your thing. You know, just if you can answer the phone for me, answer the phone, put a little commissary down for me, you know, write a little letter. But when their feelings are involved, they may say that to start, but when their feelings begin to get involved, and a lot of them Friday and Saturday nights, you're not answering the phone, you know, it's like the man is big man. flag? Why are you making me understand this? Oh, I went through this many years ago in 1990.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a flashback.
I had a pen pal once, and they do write the best letters. And they be drawing their ass off. They be so angels and wings and details be so amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, see,
Y'all are wrong for this.
Oh, we gotta go. I want to thank my co-host Al Reynolds and our special guest host Miss Quad will be joining us all week. We'll continue the jail conversation because I see we got something in common, Miss Quad. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for Fox Soul Face Off. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, jailbirds.
Have a good